Do you have everything legally set up to have a dropshipping business? Today I'm going to cover exactly what you need. What's going on, guys? I'm Braden Wirch. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure you hit subscribe. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. All right, guys, so today I want to talk about what you actually legally need to have set up to start dropshipping. I get questions all the time. Do I need to have an LLC? Do I need to have a bank account? And then towards the end of the video, I'm actually going to cover some extra things that you'll want to go ahead and set up. That way you don't have headaches in the future. So the first thing I want to cover is whether you need to actually have a business formed, whether you need to go ahead and set up either a DBA or an LLC. And this is a question I get quite often. And so my viewpoint on it is that when you're starting out, there's no reason to have an LLC. First, you need to go ahead and get profitable. Once you start getting profitable, then it's time to look into this. So, when you're just starting out, you're testing products, you're spending money, it's not necessary. It's definitely not a big deal if you don't have an LLC set up. It wouldn't hurt, but there's no reason in the beginning to go ahead and do that. So as soon as you get profitable, you find winning products and you start doing, hundreds of dollars a day and up into the thousands, you definitely want to get it set up. So who I've always used, and what's easiest for me is LegalZoom. Now you can definitely go through an accountant, lawyers, all that. And you'll save money. It's just more time consuming. There's more work that goes into it. So if you're looking for a cheaper option, definitely do it manually. Definitely go through your state and do it all yourself with, accountant and lawyer and all of that. But if you're looking for it just quick and really easy, LegalZoom is who I would suggest. I can go ahead and form an LLC and within 10 days, I get it back to me. So that's definitely who I would recommend. And at that point, I would go ahead and set up a separate bank account. Up until you have an LLC, I don't see a reason to actually have a separate bank account. But with that being said, you want to be able to keep everything separate. So if you've got all of your orders and your Shopify payments, your PayPal, all coming to your personal account, you need to make sure that you're very good at tracking everything. And this is the reason, as soon as you do become profitable, it's a great idea to get an LLC. That way you can set up a business bank account. Because most business bank accounts, you do need a business formed, whether that be a DBA, a LLC, because you need that EIN number. And so it's definitely a good idea to set up a bank account as soon as you can. But in the beginning, it's the same with the LLC. Just make sure you keep track of everything. You keep track of your costs, your profits, everything, and it'll save a huge headache in the end for taxes. So now I'm going to talk about some extra things you'll want to set up that will definitely keep you from having some major headaches. So the first one is setting up your account with Alipay. So with AliExpress, if you haven't experienced this already, you can get your orders closed essentially for security reasons. That's what it'll say. Your order was closed for security reasons. And essentially, you're blocked until you verify your card. You typically need two forms of picture ID and then a picture of your actual credit card being used. And so, it can definitely be a headache, especially when you have orders come in and now you have to wait days to get that verified. And another trick to speed up that process is get on the helpline. Go to AliExpress, go up to where it says Chat Now, Customer Service Chat Now. Chat now and stay on top of them every single day until they do it. Because if you don't do that, it can take up to a month to get that done. Sometimes you can get luckier and they'll do it really quick. But what I've seen is if I actually stay on top of them and do it every single day, then, within just a few days, I've got it verified. Now, even if you get your card verified, when you start doing a mega amount of orders, you'll still get it blocked. And so what you actually need to do is create an Alipay account and have it verified through there as well. So it's the second verification process. And it's very similar to the first, except Alipay does this on its own. Now, if you've got your credit card already verified through AliExpress, you can still be placing orders while Alipay is being verified. But this is definitely a good thing to set up in the very beginning. That way you can avoid that headache. Because it can be very frustrating when you have hundreds of orders coming in a day and now you're not able to place them for days because of the Alipay verification issue. So that's definitely something you want to get handled. Now, another thing is PayPal. I get the question all the time, is PayPal going to put a hold on my account? Are they essentially going to hold funds coming in for a certain amount of time? Short answer is it depends. I've had some stores where almost immediately I had a hold put on my account, and then I've had other stores where they've never had a hold put on their account. And so essentially what they're wanting to see is that you're an actual legitimate business that knows how to fulfill orders, and you're not just scamming customers. And so if you keep a really, really low chargeback rate, it'll definitely increase your chances of not having that hold. But if you scale really quickly and everything, there's a good chance you'll have that. So what I recommend in this case is always having money left aside. Don't just go out and spend your money. Have money set aside for if this hold happens. Mine have always been for about 60 days, and after 60 days, I'll get a big check. But all the holds I've seen vary. I've had some that, it's a 50% hold, so they only hold, 50%. I've even had one for 25%. They'll hold 25% of my funds, and I still get 75. And so in that case, my profit margins were good enough that I was still able to push out all the orders. So, it all depends on the hold itself. And this is the same thing with Shopify payments. If you're using Shopify payments through Stripe, they can also put a hold on your account. And this one typically is for 60 days. And it's the same thing. They're wanting to see low chargeback rate. And so for this, if you've got PayPal, the PayPal should be able to cover the Shopify payments. So that's just a frustration you're going to have to get over. But you definitely need to be prepared in case it happens. I see a lot of new dropshippers get in and they're just thinking about how to get profitable, which you need to think about, obviously. And they're not thinking about the business side. They're not thinking about the problems that can arise. And so the big problems I see is the Alipay verification. That can be pretty massive if you scale very fast and you have hundreds of orders coming in a day and you're not able to place them for days up to weeks. So you definitely want to verify that as soon as you can. It takes like 2 minutes. And then the PayPal and the Shopify, always be prepared. Always have money set aside as you're having orders come in. Set some of the profits away. That way it can carry you through the hard times, essentially, if you do get a hold on your account. But what's great about the holds on your account is you'll have a big check come into you at the end of that hold. So it's like an early Christmas present. I put out a screenshot on my Facebook before Christmas, actually, when one of my stores had a hold lifted, and it was a pretty substantial amount of money that one day hit my account, and I wasn't expecting it. So definitely be prepared for these things. Definitely do your research going in. Know what you need to set up for your business. Like I said, an LLC, definitely set that up, but you need to set that up after you become profitable. There's no reason to get it set up before you actually have a business, technically. So do the LLC, then do the bank account. But before you even start, you need to go ahead and get Alipay verified, and you need to mentally be prepared to have funds set aside in case of a PayPal hold or Shopify payments hold. All right, guys, I hope you found insane value in this video. I wanted to bring you a short video today, just talking about some of the questions I'm getting on the legal side and more the business side, because it's a topic I don't see covered very often. So if you found value in this video, make sure to leave a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to leave in the comments, tell me your questions, because I love getting the questions, and it lets me know what you guys want to have a video on, and I'm able to actually answer your questions. So leave me a comment, keep grinding, y'all. See you in the next video.